ready for the next battle.
We have to unite as Americans.
Americans?
Yeah. Only Americans.
He's
though.
pulling back a lot of things that he said though already. Like the same thing with Obamacare. Like he's gonna make sure that the LGBTQ plus community is gonna be safe under his watch.
Yeah, I know.
And that kind of awkward fumbling talk that he had with Obama. I think it was in that White House. But all you heard was like shutters like.
Yeah. He's like, my job is to like kind of pass it down and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, and then he had that talk with like.
Are you recording?
Yeah, we are. I mean, I am.
Are you recording?
Why?
I was gonna say maybe you should cause can you hear yourself?
Can I hear myself?
Yeah.
Of course I can hear myself.
I mean on the mic, cause this shit is kind of literally covering you.
Literally. Alright, let's do it. Oh god, I gotta edit.
We ate pizza. Sorry.
I ate pizza. You ate 2 slices, boy.
I ate 3.
Ooh, boy, you hefty. You gained that weight.
You go from you only ate 2 to I ate 3. You fat as shit.
What's that thing called again? Put some weight on, or what's it called?
Get your weight up.
Get your weight up. There you go. Getting that weight up. Getting heavy-handed, boy. I'm probably gonna add a snippet of that.
You should.
All right. So, shit. Nick, you usually do the intros. Do the intros.
Hello, this is WaveDash podcast. I'm not here today. The people who are going to be doing the podcast is Shades of Horror, Honest Flowers.
Why the fuck did it take you so long to say it?
Yeah, I kind of like forgot yours for a quick second. I was like, Frank, Alistair. No, it's not Alistair. Fuck.
I don't go by that anymore.
What happened to that name?
That's an edgy topic that I'd rather avoid.
But you
I still have that email.
I ain't no bitch.
No, Alistair is from Beautiful Joe, right?
I really like Beautiful Joe. I really liked Alistair. I never got to unlock him though.
Yeah, me neither. I played the first one, which I beat.
I got Dante though, and
And
I
then
got close to Captain Blue.
I played the second one, but I couldn't get past like one of the beginning levels for some reason.
I still haven't played Beautiful Joe 2.
I think mine was glitched. Like my disc was like glitched because I couldn't get past the wall for some reason.
Well, maybe you forgot to defeat an enemy because those are like enemy locked usually.
I don't think so.
Or puzzle locked.
Because it
really
was
great.
like a fake copy of Beautiful Joe. It was in Mexico.
Oh,
it was,
that Mexico thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you basically pay them.
Did we talk about that on the podcast at some point?
I don't think so.
Because I remember you telling me in detail about that thing.
You basically pay 100 pesos, which is like $10. They put a chip, which lets your PS2 play fake.
Like read discs.
Yeah, they just bootleg discs, which they sell for like cheaper than the original. So you are paying $100, but if you buy bootleg games, you end up saving money.
You're paying $100 for a chip, but you're probably buying $2 games. Or $5 games, depending.
Well, in pesos, they were like 20. Yeah, it was like $2. I bought like 3 games. I bought Resident Evil Outbreak. I couldn't beat the first level, so fuck that game. I actually liked it, but I never got past the first part. Beautiful Joe 2 and...
Didn't you get Jak and Daxter or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jak and Daxter. I think it was the second one.
Yeah, Jak and Daxter 2. You said you never liked you didn't like the first
one? I didn't like the first one, and
but you didn't continue, I think, afterwards.
No, I did play 3 and I beat it, but I didn't like it as much because it was more vehicle focused. Yeah. It was when they brought like the desert trucks.
It threw me off in Jak and Daxter 2 when they introduced the guns and shit, because it's such a hard like.
Yeah, I was of like, oh, Jak and Daxter 2, that looks really cool, and like it said hell in the back of it. So for me, that was like, as a Christian boy, I was like, oh my god,
hell.
And then when I beat it, I was like, oh, let me go back to the first one because I never played the first one. And it was like, I was like,
game.
Oh no.
Why? Oh no. I like the first one
because it was really different from the first one.
I know a lot of people and like reviewers at the time. This thing was like when like gay magazines were like
still
very
thing.
Big.
Yeah.
Like they said that it was trying to be edgy because they introduced guns and I think there was very light swearing. But like,
yeah, there was light swearing. Like because in that time that was when like Pokemon would do like what the and that's it or what, but like this one it actually said like hell or like heck or something like that. So like at the time that was like kind of a big deal for like cartoon style games, because like that was when Ratchet and Clank was like also pretty popular, which I played.
Ratchet and Clank always had like hidden jokes, like not hidden, but like you wouldn't catch them at first.
Yeah, yeah, and a kid wouldn't usually catch them.
But if you were like slightly older, you'd be like, haha.
Yeah, yeah. But I that was when I was into platformers and I didn't know it. Yeah. I thought all games were like that, because like I was playing those types of games, Kingdom Hearts, which to me I thought that was the same style where you're
platformer.
Well, yeah, you're playing as a character in like 3D, moving around. I thought that's how all video games were, and
he's doing that thing that John's Pizza thing was doing, where his hand looks like a woman's ass.
Oh.
People know what someone's gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Where's the pizza box? Get the pizza box, and that's probably outside. We'll show it to you later.
Never mind, Nick.
I'm still not here.
He's busy.
Ignoring Nick's ghost.
He's jacking off.
Yeah. But that's when like. Then that's when like I discovered shooting games, and I was like, oh shit, like you can. It looks so real. You can see like.
It's almost if I'm in there.
Yeah, it's like first person, and I thought that was like super cool. And that's when I got into shooters for a good long.
Games at the time. I know Call of Duty was there, but I think it was World of Warfare that was.
Yeah. The things I played were a bunch of like Medal of Honor and Call of Duty. This was before they went multiplayer. Like there's single player stuff, like World War II and like I think it was World War One.
Because at that point it was more like, I wouldn't say simulation, but it was like bordering on the line.
Yeah, I never played any multiplayer until like. One of the big multiplayer games I played was Black Ops. That's when I got into like first person games.
I think I played Killzone. I liked the series and I beat it, but whenever it came online, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this game. I'm gonna try online. And all you hear is a bunch of people yelling at you until you fucking suck. I'm like, oh, okay.
Nah, yeah.
That online was just hard. I'm just like, fuck
I never actually had bad experiences like growing up with online.
I do not. There's always that one guy who has his music loud as fuck. But
I never had that until.
God damn.
Yeah, it was in Black Ops, but like way into it, where like people were playing music, and this is when I didn't have like gaming headsets. I literally had a Bluetooth that I bought from like.
I remember finding the best, like the cheapest way to get like a Bluetooth, and I know my dad had a stash of them. I'm like, I can need him.
Those shits hurt my ear. I bought it for like $10 in like one of those like cell phone stores where you can pay your bills and like all that kind of shit. And I'm like, oh, I need a Bluetooth headphone. It's like, oh, this one is $20. This is $10. Give me the $10. And it was fine. It would hurt my ear after a while.
Yeah, and the thing was the plastic, the way it would cuff your ear.
Yeah. And like for people, because this was like where I would play Black Ops with like Ed and Jonathan. So sometimes I couldn't be loud. So what I had to do was literally take it off, put it real close to my ear, and put it back on. And I was like, hold up. After I say something, wait like 5 seconds so I can put this bitch back on. And I put it back on until like I actually got real like gaming headsets.
Yeah, I remember that, because the only time we could play would be dead at night. I'm like,
yeah, we used to play Borderlands for like a bit.
We used to do that for like the longest time.
Yeah. It was like super late.
We'd be like, fuck, I need to sleep.
It's 2:00 in the morning.
But I need to level up.
Yeah, and I ended up cheating. Like, how do you level up?
Shit.
It's because one of my online friends was like, oh, join my game. And like I was like, oh, cool. Like, what's happening? He's like, oh, this is this mission. And like I got like credits. I forgot what it was. I think it was number 2 or 1. And like I leveled up 3 characters to the max. No, 2 of them. And then when I kind of left as is, I was like, I want to play the game.
I remember playing with Jonathan at the time. He had a Siren, which was like this.
Oh yeah, Jonathan used to be really into that franchise.
He still is, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I don't know. Like I thought it was cool until like a couple of hours of playing it. And I got bored of it.
I can play as if I have someone else to play. Otherwise, it's just like it's either too hard or I'm like bored already.
Yeah, I don't know. Those types of games.
But there's mostly shooters with me. I just get bored after a while. I'm like, no.
I got bored because there's no competitiveness to it as far as like you versus another person.
Oh yeah, Borderlands, yeah, because it's more like you and friends.
Yeah, you and your loot, and I like even till now. Shut up. Even till now, I don't really care about loot if it's not for the purpose of beating other people, which is really weird. Like I don't care about looking cool. I'm just like if it makes me beat other real people, then I won't do it.
You're competitive as fuck.
Yeah, I guess I am. Like, because I'm competitive. Like, I want to win, but I'm never those type of people who like I'm gonna make a clan. I'm just like I'm gonna win by myself. I don't need other people to play. Like when I was in Battlefield 3, I got like a lot of people telling me, "Oh, you know, I have a clan. You're really, really good. Join." I'm like, I'm not into that. Like, I'm not into competitiveness. Like, I play to win, but I don't need other people. I'll just play on my own, and if I win, I win. Which is like in Battlefield 3.
I think people just like the community of it.
Yeah, and like when I did play Battlefield 3, I only had the Bluetooth, so like the only people I actually played was like sometimes with Alvaro and Andrew.
Yeah, I remember you and Andrew used to talk about that shit a lot.
Yeah, and because Andrew told me he was pretty good, and I was like, oh, cool. And he was alright.
Oh, he was alright.
Well, like, yeah, he was. If I was playing with him and I didn't know, I'd be like, I would want to play with that guy because he was semi good as far as like.
Semi.
Well, yeah, like he was good, but like
not good enough to be me. I see you.
I would probably bet my life.
You're still trying to defend it.
No. Because like that's the one game that I'll be like, yeah, I would bet all my life money that I would beat most people in that game. Because for some reason I was really good in that game, to where I would get like either banned or I would get people messaging me that I'm a hacker because I was like too good in that game. I don't know why. It's not like I'm like that with the other Battlefield games. Like not even in this one, I'm that good. Something about the game and like
Battlefield 3, right?
Yeah, Battlefield 3 specifically. Like I that's the game I probably put the most hours in. But like, just in general, I was good at that game with like almost every gun.
You're not here, so.
So what you looking at,
boy?
What are you looking at?
That's kind of reason.
Oh, guy's crazy. You look at something that don't exist.
That's true. And they're hearing something that don't exist. All right, so Trump is president.
Oh, you're just gonna throw it out like that?
How are we gonna ease into that?
I mean,
so there's this guy on the block, and like you have to
block.
Say, oh yeah.
Say
I don't know. There's no easy way to go into it because like my English teacher, he brought it up.
Is he Spanish?
No, he's white as shit.
White as shit. When you say white, like
he's white. He's the definition of white. He's the whitest teacher, but he's cool. He's like he's young and he's like for a teacher.
That makes him cool that he's young.
I mean that in like. You remember that white teacher in our old high school that was like attractive and all the girls wanted him? Yo. That one specific one. He looked like a student. He could play a senior.
He just got to college too. That's why.
Yeah, like this guy's like that too. He looks super young.
Does he get the bitches though?
Well, this is college, but the two girls that I talked to in that class look at him with those sexual eyes. Oh, he's good looking, like, huh? Kind of, but he doesn't do anything. He's actually a nice guy. Like he's actually a good teacher.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they want him. It's like, oh, you're so nice.
Nah, they don't do like that.
Bite the lip.
They keep it very subtle, but
they cross the eyes. Was it Ultimate Happiness? That thing
yeah. That thing I sent.
Fuck me.
But no, he brought it up because we were.
Your teacher brought that up?
Well, no. He brought up the Trump thing.
Sorry.
Because we were gonna start class and we were waiting for other people to join, and he was like, "So," and he just brought up like the whole Trump thing. No one really no one really cared. He was just like, "Hey, whoever you voted for," because it was news on when was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday, right? Tuesday at night, like Tuesday at 3 a.m. or something like that. He was like, yeah, because we usually get that class at Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesday morning, Tuesday night. So, like, it's Tuesday and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Technically, it's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
So, we had that class on Tuesday and Thursday. So, he was like, it feels sort of different from 2 days ago when we had a different president and all that kind of stuff. He's like, whoever you voted for, it's not anyone's business, but it's just...
You fucked up?
No. He was just like there's a big divide as far as like divide, like as far as the people who live.
One might say humongous divide. That's
Get out of my house.
Right, I'm I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'll be resigning.
Alright, so
WaveDash
I'm just the only one here now. No, come back! You almost dropped that.
I'll be taking a humongous leave.
Nick, has someone ever told you look like a designer? I just noticed that. You look like designer. Does he not?
I know he doesn't.
Alright. I'm the weirdo.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, there's a big divide in the nation, and we gotta pull together and all that kind of shit. I'm not sure if you guys know. You probably don't. I don't really care about like politics or any of that kind of stuff. I usually leave it to the people who want to argue in comment sections about stuff.
What, the politics? Politics.
Politics, Trump,
black and white.
Clinton. Yeah, like there's always people arguing, which I see no point in the argument anymore because Trump is president. You can't take that back.
He's not officially yet.
Well,
Until
yeah,
December.
Not till December. Okay.
That's why a lot of people are like, nah, I don't want him, and people are just like, nah, face facts. He won fair and square. Even though he didn't really.
Well, there's no such thing as fair in politics, but yeah, like he did win, and I'm like, yes. I don't really care. But like, there's a lot of like riots and shit, which I'm not a part of. I know someone who's a part of it, but
there's been a lot of like protests that usually break out into riots, not like straight
yeah,
riots.
sorry, yeah.
But there are people who have been like, you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah,
they find out, and then you get your shit pushed in.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Or just, like I think that happened to that basketball player on Twitter. He posted up a thing of his video of like, oh, Trump's president, get out of here, and then, the N-word.
I never seen that.
I think it said the N-word, or it just had like one big N, and then, like it wrote it out.
Okay.
Because I saw that, and I'm like, oh, that's fucked.
This guy's definitely a designer.
That's just gonna pick up.
Does that not hurt your ears?
No, I've had those on. Those actually cuff your ears perfectly well. I didn't have them, but when Nick. All right, I'm speaking into nothing. What am I talking about? Designer.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
on the podcast. What do you have to say about this?
Do that crash shit. Oh, he's not gonna do it. He was about to do it, but yeah, I don't find any real point in the whole like protest. Well, yeah, the protests that are happening, but then again, I'm not into politics, so like, I'm looking at it as a very like out of the loop sort of thing. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, okay, this guy got voted president. What is there to protest about?
Oh, because it's Trump, and because like people are just scared about. Not scared.
That's fine.
No, they're really nervous about.
Yeah, that's totally
what
fine.
He's preaching about, and how inexperienced he is. That's what's most people's concern, and the whole like the racist thing and like all.
Yeah, yeah, that's
obviously
the reason I wasn't into. Like, I'm not ever into politics, but I definitely was not really gonna vote this.
And the fact that he's like, it's Donald Trump. Like, when you think about running the fucking United States,
you don't think of a guy.
You don't think it's Donald J. Trump. And for most of you people, that's your daddy or whatever the fuck. I saw that a lot on Instagram too.
Really?
A lot of that.
Yeah,
a lot of girls I follow were just like, oh, no.
Yeah, but like, he's a meme, so like that's kind of expected. Like, yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, he's a fucking meme.
He is a joke. I'm not gonna say he's not. I don't even like him. I just see no point in like protesting.
People are seeing in the future, just like him probably having a serious talk in the UN, and they're like, oh, you're that Donald Trump guy. Hey, grab her by the pussy. Am I right?
I seen like, how they have pictures of protests and shit. I seen someone have like a lot of people holding the banner that says pussy grabs back or something like that.
Fucking me.
I don't fucking know, but you went to go protest, right?
No, I didn't go to.
No,
it was in 14th Street. It was in Union Square.
Yeah, that's where all that kind of shit happens.
It was fair. I think
I'm pretty sure in Times Square too.
They went to Union Square all the way to the Trump Towers, but they had like trucks and like security all around it and shit.
Did people get hurt?
I think some people got arrested, but no one like.
No burning taxis and throwing them or something, right?
No, but there was some of that already. I think that was in I think it was in Chicago.
Of course.
And most likely Florida, if not California, for sure.
LA, definitely. I wouldn't be surprised.
Florida for sure, though. Florida for sure. Point is, we're fucked.
I think it'll be alright.
Any final thoughts on Donald J. Trump?
I don't think it's gonna be like a shit show like everyone is saying. It's just like, I'm just gonna see what happens. Like, if worst comes to worst. Like,
Also, a lot of people said that they're gonna try to give him a chance, but they're still very like.
Because he did a little speech, and there was a lot of people who were like, I've never seen this side of him. He's so sensitive.
I think he's trying to take himself serious, opposed to what he was doing the entire fucking campaign.
He was just playing with people.
That's what I'm saying, but like, did you see that? He had like a little, not a rally, but like, I think it was one of his speeches, where he had these two little girls in like cheerleading outfits, and they were singing a song, "How to Make America Great Again."
No.
And it was just, they were like, yes. You didn't see that?
Nah, I haven't seen that.
It's all over those fucking Instagram meme accounts.
Nah, I haven't seen that.
I'm surprised. Nah, but also, what is it called? People are being... They were calling out people being pussies for like, oh, I'm moving to Canada, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I heard that like where you go online.
The Canadian
it crashed.
It crashed.
Yeah.
It's overflowing.
Yeah, the only thing I got of this whole thing was a bunch of like kind of meme videos and people like Shiggy, like he put like 2 videos up about
what did
that.
He say?
One was just like he puts up his bed and he takes out like a briefcase and just throwing shit like, you got me fucked up. I was like, I'll be back in 4 years, guys. 4 years unless he gets reelected. But like, yeah. And then the next one, because that one was funny. A lot of people were laughing. The next one was a little darker. It's him at night. You only see like this part. He's basically singing he's a slave basically. He doesn't have a shirt and he's in the cornfield and he's singing like, I guess, a sort of slave song.
You want to rephrase that real quick? Just a song then, not a slave song?
Well, that's what he's doing. You can tell the difference.
I know what you mean, though.
It's kind of like the like gospel-y, like,
okay,
oh, we're gonna see another day, la la la, let's make it through, like that kind of song, like the kind of like generic kind of songs that people would like. You hear it and you already know, but like that was a little darker. It's so funny, like people were still laughing.
Did anyone in the comments go like, "Oh my god"?
No, it was just like crying, laughing emoji face.
It's fucking dark.
I'm dead.
Shiggy.
It was funny. Like, he's just playing with it, but,
No, I mean, like, I don't expect him to do something like that, that's why.
Yeah. It's just like, Donald Trump is gonna have us like, and then, the video.
Yeah. I think that's an exaggeration.
Yeah, both of those were obviously exaggerations.
No, I mean, like, that. I mean, it's just a lot of people are just scared, mostly because if you're Hispanic, and if you have, like, obviously family that's, are immigrants, that's the biggest fear. That they have family over here, and then next thing you know, bam, got exactly.
Yeah, it's tricky.
That part is that's what everyone has fear. That's why I don't think why people get that. It's just like, oh, it's fine, but like, if
I don't think it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be like The Purge. Like, I don't think they're gonna break into people's house.
Like the conversation we had at Burger King. It takes one person from each side, and it's fucked. Like I was telling, I think it was one of my friends of like, I wonder how the police are gonna reinforce his laws,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like people breaking in your house and taking people away. I think like.
What's the thing about the military? Like, do they feel comfortable fucking Donald Trump behind that, all that shit?
Yeah, that's stuff that we have to like.
Cause that in itself is like, okay, that's where I get nervous. That's where like. Where I would see a lot of people get fear, but it's mostly people just like, oh, you're being a pussy and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. I mean, there's factors that play into things, and I can see why people.
Yeah, I understand why people are nervous and all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, don't do anything dumb, like riot or like,
It's impossible.
It's possible. It's just people don't think ahead.
Exactly, but a lot of people react on emotion. Like on the first day with the protests, like
just calm down for a day. No. Like people are acting like when he got elected, everything's gonna be shit the next day.
All hell broke loose.
It's like, how many days has it been? Like a couple of days, and everything is still the same.
Well, I mean, right now. But once he's actually in there and
watch it still be sort of the same.
I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying, which is what I kind of hope. fuck are you looking at? There's nothing going on over there.
I mean, there's a laptop floating.
That is something.
Why the fuck are you looking at this TF2? Okay, whatever. Alright, so, gaming.
From one demon to another, Akuma teased Street Fighter V with a brand new stage.
Do you know, like, did you get a good look at the stage?
Isn't it the dojo, but like from like an outside perspective?
Yeah, but did you see Asura? He's in it.
What?
He's there's a statue. Is it Asura or Azura? I don't know.
Asura.
Okay, Asura.
No, that's like it's like someone who's like
trying to make an anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asura.
Yeah.
Asura,
I never played the game, so I don't know how to pronounce it.
Shit, that's gonna be bothering me now.
Asura.
Yeah.
Azura.
Nah, that's
yeah. I know. I'm trying to make it.
Try hard.
Yeah. It's called Azura.
Asura.
Yeah, but he's in it. Like he's in the statue.
Oh, but that's kind of cool. But that's just like a nod to like.
Yeah, because I never played the games or like any of the DLC because I was watching a video where he talks about the background.
Max did it.
No, it wasn't Max. No, it was some other guy. He's smaller channel, way smaller.
I was talking about the Asura game that crossover.
Oh no, I didn't actually watch it, but he basically was like, there was a crossover thing, and basically in the end they had Akuma Oni fighting Asura.
Yeah.
And they've been fighting for so long that they both turned into statues and all that kind of stuff. So like he was like, yeah, that's a nod to it.
Yeah.
And how this Akuma is not regular Akuma, it's like Shin Akuma because the kanji in the back is different. It says godly.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of played like he zoomed in and played it really slow where they show his back and like it looks like he has long hair. So like people are like, because it's like reaching up to here. So people are like, maybe he has like.
Maybe it's Oni hair then, because you know how like, when he's Oni.
Well,
hair,
it's red hair. It's red.
Oh, okay.
So it looked like long, as in like it looked like a samurai, like kind of Ken's, but like
ponytail.
Yeah, like it kind of looks like that. Just because there's like it's not covering his like everything. It's just a little bit on the back, like there's strands. I don't know how it is.
That's gonna be an interesting design then.
He looks fairly the same though. Like even if they do change his design, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a classic like they do with all the other characters.
Obviously, yeah. Again, that's just what everyone's worrying about. It's like how he's gonna look, how he's gonna play, which will probably be. Was it Max who said it or someone else that he's gonna be very fireball focused?
Nah, Max hasn't really done anything like that. He's only said like, oh, it looks cool. That's pretty much it.
I think he just talked about the trailer. It was someone who said that he was gonna be very fireball focused.
Wow, how are you supposed to know that?
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's what I heard. I'm not saying I'm saying that.
Yeah, there's no gameplay. It's literally just that.
Because if it's going off of CVS, Capcom vs SNK,
it's a totally different game. But
there you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if he looks different. Like if he has like totally different like hair and everything. I wouldn't mind it because I'm not a big Akuma guy. Like I never hated him, but like Akuma was just like, oh, he's like a like dark Ryu, like evil Ryu. That's cool. But I was never one of those people like that got super upset that he wasn't in the game, or Sagat too. Like I wasn't one of those people that. I think
more people would be upset if Akuma wasn't there.
Oh yeah, Akuma is the most popular character, but I'm if he was not to come into this game,
one person who's happy, and that's Punko. Punko will be joyous.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's interesting. I do like the stage. The stage is cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I probably since I like learned how to play like a whole bunch of style characters now because back then I didn't, which is why I never played a lot of characters in Street Fighter 4 because I didn't know how to play charge characters, grappler characters, any sort of stuff like that. So like I only played Ryu. So now that I know how to play other characters, I'm playing every single character that kind of comes out, and I at least try them, like Guile, Alex, Ibuki, Juri, Urien, and I'll probably play Akuma and see how that goes.
I wonder what his V trigger is going to be. That's what I wonder.
Some people think he might have two supers.
Two?
Yeah, like his regular super and then his
the Raging Demon.
Raging Demon. Because I doubt that would be a super.
That would not be it. Actually, yeah. Well, I mean, that's a staple. Like, he has to have it.
Yeah, well, it's in the trailer, too, so he has to have it. But just, like, he probably will have, like, a Fireball super, and then he'll
probably have a standard super, and if you know the motion for the Raging Demon, it'll probably be, like, a hidden thing. Kind of like...
It'll still take up all your bar, but, like, that, yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's cool. Again, it's like one of those things that it's cool that he's there, but like I do still want something new.
Well, hopefully this will be the announcement of season 2 or like a new roster of characters.
Well, after the CPT, like that's like
the what? You gotta explain what that
Capcom
is.
Pro Tour.
There you go.
Yeah, people think like that's when season 2, because people don't know if he's part of season 2 or he's part of season 1 or he's a little extra like a Christmas gift, or what is he exactly, because it doesn't say like season 2 coming soon. Like, cause some people are like, do I have to pay? Does it still like the season pass, does it still cover Akuma? Does it cover season 2? Like how that kind of works? Because again, it's a very
it might be just a bonus thing, if anything. But like this
that'd be cool if it was free for everyone.
Maybe, but then that would also have to include the stage, so that'd be like a bundle, if anything. But who knows?
You could buy the stage. Stage is not necessary. Like you could just buy the stage with fight money or real money. So that's like something maybe they make you.
Yeah, I guess people would bitch more about the character than the stage.
Yeah, if the character is free, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like people might get into it more. I don't really think it would change a lot, because they said that about a lot of stuff. Like, hey, when season 1 is over, or when we get the story mode, people will start flocking to Street Fighter 5. I mean, it got a little bigger, but like,
mode, but now
not enough to like make it a game changer or anything like that.
It really needs that other, like, that second season to like help boost up sales again, because shit, that thing has been plummeting.
Yeah.
Well, not plummeting, but it's been a standstill.
It's just been like the same.
Yeah, which kind of sucks, but yeah, that's more like on Capcom's decision than anything.
So that's Street Fighter 5, and you want to talk about Tekken?
Tekken, yes, the North American finals for the Iron Fist tournament was held.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, it was on Twitch streaming the other day, and I was watching it. I think it was Speedcakes against someone else for like on semifinals.
Well,
I'm sure Punko was there.
How did he do? If you know,
I didn't see it. I gotta watch the archives.
I hear he's pretty good.
Of course he's good. He plays Akuma.
Yeah,
that's like everyone's counter pick. Very rarely does he get beat though. But I mean, the only thing I can take away from that is like that there's going to be a new character revealed soon. They don't know if it's a newcomer, like a brand new character, or a returning character.
Like the game still hasn't come out.
Nope.
On consoles.
Nah. But that doesn't come out until like what? Early next year. Probably like around January, if anything, or like maybe mid-February.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that, and so people are just like wondering like who's it gonna be? So far,
I don't really know Tekken, so I don't have any guesses.
Well, there you go. People are saying they want like maybe if it's gonna be a returning character, maybe Armor King, if not Jun Kazama, Anna Williams.
Wait, Jin Kazama?
No, Jun, like his mom.
Oh.
Yeah. Or what's gonna be Lei Wulong, because like he hasn't been in a couple like not Street Fighter, Tekken games, and I would want to see some new stuff from him.
How many how many characters are in that game right now?
So far?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't know.
20, 30s, 40s? I don't know.
It's gotta be
30s?
Below 20.
Below 20.
Below 20 for sure. Maybe 15, I want to say. Maybe, but I'd have to look at the character list.
Yeah, I don't...
It's below 20.
I've seen clips, but that's as far as I've seen.
There's like 2 rows.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's below 20 for sure. It's not like fucking Tag 2.
Yeah, because the actual Tekken game I've seen, there's like a lot of characters.
I think what they should do is just avoid it. If they making a new character, make it like brand new, like someone they don't play like a clone character, because it's the one thing that a lot of people don't.
What do you mean?
Like it'll just
ninja,
be like
ninja clones, or like
no, we're not talking about Naruto. Like you change how they look cosmetically, but they play the same as a different character. Like I mean, as a character. So like take one of the kickboxing characters. I think her name is what's her name? She's like Filipino. She basically just plays like Bruce. She has like some new things here and there, but people still bitch that they want Bruce.
Okay, I got you.
Or like, let's say, take Brian Fury, make him a girl, or like make a girl character, but she plays like Brian Fury. So like
wait,
that.
You want that?
They don't want that.
Oh wait, okay.
Kind of like what happened with Master Raven. Like people still want Raven, Even though like Master Raven looks cool.
Raven is the Blade looking guy, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was inspired from Blade, like Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
It doesn't look as cool as the new Raven, at least to me. Again, I have no sentimental
Master
attachment.
Raven. Well,
Yeah,
Master Raven. Master
she's a fucking like cyborg robot thing. I think she looks.
Yeah,
cool.
she looks cooler. She looks cool. But
Like the way she moves, because she has the dreads, and I don't know. I think that visually looks cool than like the Blade looking guy. But
people just want Black Ninja Man. That's all.
Yeah. If you're in that aesthetic, then I guess. But since I don't play the games, I kind of don't really care.
But yeah, there's that. Moving on from that, because it's very short. Oh, also, Harada is thinking about. Well, there was an interview with him, and I think it was late 2015 that he's thinking about buying the Samurai Shodown characters, and hopefully maybe making a new game out of it. But he's very interested in doing that because of the interview that he had. But that would include buying the license and buying the characters and thinking about how
that's a good like 4 or 3 years or something like that.
Wait, no, Samurai Shodown hasn't had a game in a while.
No, I mean like if he gets the ball rolling for another game to come out, that'd be a good like couple of years.
Here I have the quote from him. More than still talk of the possibility of a collaboration, we would like to buy the rights and make ourselves a new Samurai Shodown title and put the franchise back on the map through our vision, Harada said. It is a distant dream, but a dream.
Yeah, that's like, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but...
Oh yeah, not anytime soon, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be... Again, I don't really know anything about that game like that. I mean,
it's an arcade staple, like it's a known
fighting game.
Yeah, it's from like people who make King of Fighters.
Oh.
So like that's like one of their second most well-known games, Samurai Shodown.
Is that the one? No, it sounds dumb.
Which one?
I was gonna say the one with the fucking samurais.
Yeah.
That can you name a character? Is it the one with like there's a kind of buff guy and he looks like a generic samurai.
He's really long, like bushy
red. It's kind of red.
That's his rival. He has like not playing cards, but he has like something of cards or like where he cuts something up.
Yeah. Oh, that
guy's cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Max played that. I thought that looked cool.
That game is cool. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
what
the
that
one
is.
Like the fatalities.
Yeah.
That one's cool. I like that game.
So that's what that is.
Yeah, that's Samurai Shodown.
Oh, okay. That'd be kind of cool.
The last game they had was like a 3D game, and
so it's that good. Oh, okay. That's cool. So past that is
Oh yeah, that and SNK will no longer be going as SNK Playmore, just SNK I think Entertainment, I believe, or just SNK. Like they're dropping the Playmore, so they'll be focusing more, I think, on their old school kind of games. So I think it'll mostly be arcade, like the arcade fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the final step that I got.
Yeah, going past that, it's like I guess let's talk about anime.
Right now, I thought we were gonna say that towards the end.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
What did we have after?
I didn't write anything else.
So then we just go to the Ghost of the Shell trailer because that dropped.
Well, that's part of anime. I put it under that.
All right. Well, whatever. Let's talk into that first.
Ghost in the Shell trailer came out today. I don't have any. I didn't watch the show. I don't really know much about it aside from like it's a show about cyborgs and how like the more you kind of alter your body, the less human you are. Yeah. So it's something about that. I think that's kind of cool.
That's the whole philosophy behind the show.
Yeah, just like I saw the trailer. I'm like, I think it looks cool. Like just visually, like how the city looks and all that kind of stuff. I think it looks cool. I can't be one of those people like, oh, it's not adapting it well because I don't know what it was. I don't know
the original source.
So I'm just like,
friends.
I look at it and I'm like, that looks cool. I like the world. I like it looks pretty too. Like for an anime like adaptation sort of thing, it looks better than most stuff. But then again, this is like Hollywood, so they're putting in the money. It's not Japanese people. But I did see like a couple people say she's not Japanese.
Makoto, yeah. Well, the thing with her, and I know this from
Scarlett Johansson, who's playing her.
Well, the thing with her is like she's able to go like transfer like her subconscious to like different bodies, so she's not necessarily Japanese. She's just like subconscious. She's not nationality anything.
And I don't even think that really matters.
But I think since like her main body is like the girl with the purple hair.
Yeah.
She's called Makoto. People want her to be like they wanted someone to play her or portray her as like that, which is fine. But I think, it's whatever really. Again, I have no personal attachment,
yeah,
so I'm not like pitchforks, pissed off, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, she looks
I'm
cool.
just glad it looks good.
She's been in other movies that she kind of like does a whole kind
like
of
fucking Black Widow. She's supposed to be Russian. Scarlet.
She's not fucking Russian, but goddamn, I believe she's Russian.
Best believe.
But like,
in her tight little suit, she's Russian.
Yeah, like she looks like that type of character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like spy-ish sort of thing. I'm like, yeah, she looks good.
Yeah.
The trailer was like 2-3 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I think I would watch it just not because it's anime related, just because I'm like, oh, the movie looks cool. I like the aesthetic. That's pretty much it. I won't watch it to actually get a grasp on Ghost in the Shell.
I want to see how it stands as a standalone film, because I do plan on watching the series, but I'd rather watch this, go with a clean slate, and be like,
yeah, that's what I would do. I'm just gonna
is.
watch it and just judge the movie on just it being a movie, not anything anime.
Because I know if I get invested, I'll be like, is this wrong? Is that wrong?
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be that little part of me that's gonna be like that.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're one of those people that saw and saw things that they're not doing right, and you know that they're not doing it like, I guess, justice.
Yeah.
You know, you can complain about it, but just know that it's not Japanese people making it. This is Hollywood.
It's an American adaptation, yes.
So like, you kind of get a trade-off, but with actors that aren't Japanese, but this probably looks better than any Japanese anime movie that's ever fucking made. That's kind of the trade-off.
Fucking the Terraform Mars movie, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like this is.
That's what I like the most. The production quality. It looks good.
It looks good.
Pleasing.
Like, I'm like, if this wasn't like, if this had not Ghost in the Shell in it, just some other random name, I would still look at it and be like, that looks cool.
Yeah,
I might watch it. But
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't even pay attention to when it comes out.
Sometime, most likely next year.
Meh.
Most likely. I don't want to say in the summer, but like before that, or maybe it will be a summer movie. Because the trailer's dropping now. Probably
if I ever remember and like it's a big deal, or like I get invited, or I just feel like watching it, I might go watch it. But nah, it looks cool.
From there, where do we go?
Well, there's a whole bunch of other shit like
anime wise, yeah. The fuck have you been watching?
I caught up with Haikyuu, so that was a good like.
You gotta explain what that show is, though, boy.
That was a good like. Over 50 episodes, but it's about volleyball. Most people know what it is.
Didn't you watch the first 2 seasons? That's the first 2 seasons right there, right? Or
yeah,
3?
First 2, like both seasons, the first and second, are like 25, 26 episodes. 26, I think.
Yeah, it's about.
And they're in the 3rd season right now. That's airing right now. They're like
right now,
6 episodes, 7 episodes in. It's like my real first time watching contemporary sports, because like Hajime no Ippo is a sports anime, but it's not contemporary. It's not modern. It's not like Haikyuu, free.
It's not like sports in the sense when you think,
modern sports.
Yeah, it's not like basketball, hockey, or golf.
Yeah, contemporary. So this is like my first like contemporary like sports anime. It's actually like, from what I hear about most people and just general consensus, it's probably the better, if not the best, out of sports anime.
So far? Thus far? This season?
No, just in general.
Okay.
It's like, I hear it's better than Kuroko no Basket, I think it's called, and other sports anime. Like, I hear it's just better in a lot of ways. Because I was gonna watch the basketball.
Can you say that though?
Well,
what did you come away from it?
Haikyuu was really good. It was really good.
What did you like about it?
I'm not gonna go into detail, but like, I watched it because
you mean you can't
there's no, because that'd be kind of spoiling. There's actually some really good parts, but like, okay, my 2 choices were Haikyuu and the basketball one. Basketball one is like super sports anime. They're really tall, muscular. They all have different colored hair, different colored eyeballs. Whenever they move, they get the fucking blur effect. That's too much for me right now. And I saw Haikyuu, and I'm like, okay, this looks kind of charming, kind of cute. It's about volleyball. Well, that's the aesthetic they're going for. It's like more of a charming, cutesy kind of show in a way, but it actually like goes a little like, it has some reality shit in it. But I was like, this one seems more like an easy way to get in. So I watch it, and I'm like, okay, this is like kind of slice of lifey, a little bit more on like the lighter side of stuff. Of like that kind of stuff, sports. And I'm like, okay, this is enjoyable for me to watch just alone. And then like by episode 8, when you start introducing other characters and going into sort of backstories of like not just the characters but just how sports clubs are in Japan and how like, because the people who are on the team are not all in the same grade. You have your third year, second year, and first year. So like third year, they're like, oh, this is our last year playing in the school. We want to keep playing, but this is your fucking last year, so they don't want to lose. You have your first years, which are like the two main characters, guy with orange hair and the always mad looking guy. They're like the bad looking guy is like a setter, so he's like a prodigy. He's like a genius, but he's not the best because he's like. There's a difference between someone who's a genius and someone who's good. You can be a genius, but like Rock Lee, he's someone who trains, as opposed to Sasuke, who's kind of a genius.
Yeah.
Rock Lee beats his shit because he trains.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what this guy's deal is.
Oh,
He went to they kind of go into his backstory. It's not spoilers, but it's kind of generic-y. He's a genius. Obviously, his junior high school team was not as good, so he constantly yells at them and tells them, pick up the pace, do better, until they finally, like, mid-game, he, like, throws a set, and there's no one there. And they're just like, nah, fuck you. And then, like, his coach is like, yeah, sit down. So, him being good and bossing people around kind of, like, backfired on him. Yeah. And then you have the short guy he's kind of more generic-y. I'm really short. I don't belong in volleyball, but I can jump really high. So that's his stick. He can jump really high. So they become, even though they don't like each other, they become a really good team because you have someone who is a genius, but he needs his teammates to get up to his level, while you have the other kid who can jump really high and hit the sets he does, but he's not good at anything else. So they work. It's a guy who knows how to set. There's no one who can get up to him that he knows, while you have this kid who can do it. He just sucks at everything else.
That's actually a very interesting dynamic.
So they work together, but they don't like each other in the beginning. They still kind of don't, but like they need each other.
They get along, yeah.
And they're first years. There are other 2 first years, but they kind of go, for at least for the first 2 seasons, they kind of don't do much. Like they show glimpses. But they're not super special. But like, and then the other characters, it's not a show that mainly focuses on these 2. There's a whole bunch of other characters, and they go into their backstories because there's a lot of people who. I'll give you a run back on the team that they're in. They're like the Ravens. That's like their animal thing. But they were really good a long time ago because the kid grew up and he saw this guy called Little Giant, and he's like his height. Yeah, and he can basically do the same thing, but they lost, and a lot of people left. So that school, like the team, was in a rut for a long time.
Okay, sounds like a typical kind of like sports movie kind of thing that I would see on Disney Channel or some shit. But this sounds interesting.
So
it does sound interesting.
These 2 kids, they're from separate schools. They actually fought each other. They were on separate teams. Obviously, guy with orange hair loses because his team is not good, and he's not good. Like if it wasn't for the setter, he'd be trash. They say it like, you're not good. You're not a good player. If it wasn't for this guy, you wouldn't be a volleyball player. You suck in all aspects. So this guy is like the only reason you're good, because he wants to be an ace, which is like the star, like the guy who always dunks on people, but that's not what he is. He becomes the decoy. That's his thing now, where he's a decoy. He can like score points, but that's not his job. His job is because he's so short and because he jumps so high, it makes people visually attracted to him. So like they see him as a threat. Turns out he's not really the threat. It's the other people. So he's a decoy. So these guys join in, and like now the school seems to be like, hey, we can actually like get back into this, which is basically what the first season is. Other members coming back or joining, and like they start training and they play. Obviously they lose because this is not a story about them winning. They don't win. It's not like Hajime no Ippo where Ippo constantly wins when he really shouldn't, because that doesn't make sense. These guys constantly fucking lose to the same people. So they lose. Obviously they win sometimes, but it's mostly about them losing. That's basically what the show is. First season is that they're losing, they're getting better. Second season is them, hey, these guys actually can fucking do it. Third season, it seems like the whole season will be this one volleyball game, which sounds weird. One volleyball game. It's been 8 episodes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Well, third season starts with them against the team they really, really want to beat, the best team in their region. So it's been 8 episodes and they're like halfway through, but it's not a drag to watch. It's actually really good. And then I was like, oh, I'm caught up. Let me see what good sports anime is there. Most people in the comments are like, because the basketball one and Haikyuu are probably the 2 most popular, there's a good amount of shit talking. But most people are like, yeah, the basketball one is not as good. The main difference is this. Haikyuu is their shit tier and they go up. Kuroko no Basket is their... How do I explain this? Okay, Haikyuu is more realistic in the fact that these guys are not good. They become better.
It's an underdog story.
Yeah, underdog story. Kuroko no Basket, the complete opposite. If you want to see people at pinnacle, like stupid, like they throw a ball and it for some reason can curve 90 degrees. If you want to watch like people who are outrageously good for being high schoolers and they're on the top already and they're just getting better and better, we would watch that show.
Or like until they find that one team that's like.
Turns out they get even better because all the good people in separate teams become one team, which is the dream team, and it basically a lot of dick stroking.
But that's what people want.
Well, if you're into that, and I really don't want to watch that because from what most people say,
I just want to watch because of the stupid shit that happens in that show.
I don't want to watch.
That's why I'm in there. That's why I'm in there.
But like a lot of people are like, it's cool to watch, but you're not gonna get character development. You're not gonna get any of that kind of stuff.
Fuck.
Well, that's what sports anime is about.
There you go.
It's about like character development.
No, like I know that there's dumb anime, but that's the thing. I know in full willing that I'm not gonna get any of that. I just want dumb shit happening half the time.
Yeah, I looked at it. I'm like, I don't want to watch that right now. Like, maybe in the future, I just don't want to watch like people who are already good.
Give me blue haired boy doing fucking 360 spins.
Blue hair boy is the main character.
That's what I want.
Blue hair boy, red hair boy, green hair boy, purple hair boy, blonde hair boy.
That's why I want to see Aisho 21 first, and like a few other like other sports animes that I hear are good.
Yeah, I was gonna watch Washimedo.
Okay,
I forgot how. Washimedo Pedal. It's a bicycle one. I saw around like 10 minutes of it. I can't. It's too lighthearted. Like Haikyuu is kind of lighthearted, but this is like childish.
Really?
Yeah. It's same thing with I tried to watch that. I couldn't.
What?
There's a new sports anime called All Out. It's from this season.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode.
What is it about? Is it another volleyball one?
No, it's rugby. It was interesting.
Rugby.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Next Ghost comes back from the past.
So I saw the first episode. It's kind of enjoyable. Kinda. It's not as good as Haikyuu.
What's the setup?
I'm short, but I'm hot-headed. I don't like people calling me short. And he meets a guy who's stupid tall. He's blonde hair, but he's like a
gentle giant.
He's a gentle giant.
Fuck! I knew it.
But that gentle giant used to play rugby. He hurt one of his friends.
That's always.
He fucked up his arm.
And then he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, he cries a lot. So the first episode, they meet like a guy that the gentle giant knew. He was like, you should join. And the little guy watches them and he's like, I want to do it. Like the little guy's little, but he's actually like
rambunctious.
He's buff. Like he's strong.
He's been getting that weight up. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he's buff. But
is he heavy-handed though?
Well, yeah, he kind of fucks up someone. But that's what the show is. I don't really like. Here's the thing. It's really hard from going to Haikyuu, which is probably the best looking out of all the sports anime. It's from
Dude, you're praising this shit like crazy.
It's actually really good. It exceeded my expectations in like almost every way. I can see why people like say it's the best sports anime. But like visually, it's really good. A little bit of. But yeah, it's really hard to going from like a really, really good looking show. From episode 1, it was like really good looking, and I just like how it looks, like how they do camera angles. It's like it's good. Because I was gonna go into like Dragon Ball Super, because it kind of has to do with that.
Why?
Because okay, after I watched Haikyuu, fuck the basketball, fuck the bicycle. I saw All Out, and then I was like, let me try to watch Super, because Brian was like on my dick about that.
He just calls you motherfucker. That's all he did.
No. This is prior.
Oh, prior.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch Super because you know what? Maybe I'm a little too harsh on the show. Let me watch Super, yo. That shit looks like ass. Like it looks so bad, and it has. This is like a thing prior to Super.
That's why I said
Dragon Ball Z, like, always has had a problem where, Dragon Ball Z, where they literally are right here. This is the camera, right, the screen, and they're just doing this.
Yeah.
I hate that shit so much now.
Yeah, but that's like that's the thing that kind of started it. But then
it's just a still frame. And just them punching each other, and whenever they punch each other, Dragon Ball has a it's
iconic. What you mean?
Fuck out of here, man! It looks like shit. It has a problem where, like, when they punch someone and when they do Kamehamehas, it has no weight. It's a still frame and the beam. That's it. There's no super crazy camera angles. None of that shit. It's very stilted. Yeah. Haikyuu doesn't do that shit. It does like these really like crazy camera angles, and the camera follows it.
Let me hold you up right there. Yo, pussy boy is in Goku.
That doesn't matter. No, that's what the whole complaint is.
Fam.
Why does a show that focuses on hand-to-hand combat can't get it right?
Hair. He got blue hair.
Yo, fuck off. How can a show?
He got earrings.
No, wait. This is actually serious. This is a serious question.
Fam. Dragon Ball Z. That's my childhood. You can't talk about my childhood.
Nigga, I'm older than most people who like this show.
You're missing the joke.
I know the joke. I'm tired of the fucking joke. Yo, fuck's Dragon Ball Super fan. Nah, I'm joking. But like, how does a show that focuses on combat be so stilted, so shitty looking?
That's Toei Animation's fault, honestly.
Yeah, it is. But like a show that focuses on fighting and combat looks so bad. Yeah, a show like Haikyuu that I just started watching that I have no sentimental attachment to, I watch, and I'm like, yo, it's volleyball. Why the fuck is it this interesting to watch? Because they use camera angles.
It is a very small production team, as small as it is. It is surprising how rushed they make it to make a deadline. Because they know
people will gobble that shit up.
Bitch and complain. And even if they rush out an episode, take 2 days, you'll find that one guy that finds every mistake. And it's like, what happened? What is this trash?
You don't need to be an expert, though. You can just see it. But, like, if you're really in the moment, I can kind of see it. But, like, I can't go from watching a whole bunch of other shows that get, like, really good camera angles. They're not the best looking. But, like, it's the camera angles that make it give it weight and make it looked better, while Dragon Ball Z is a lot of like, they punch, there's no in between, and then like already them in a crater.
That's always been a thing, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's always been an excuse.
They should have learned to evolve, but you know.
Yeah, it's always been. I'm not saying it's a Super thing, but like that's always been a thing, and that's the reason why I can't watch Super, because it doesn't change. It's always the shitty looking show that I remember as a kid. Again, I didn't know as a kid, but like. Just me watching shows, movies, camera angles mean a lot. And I can't go back to watching a show that, for some reason, doesn't change that.
Yeah. I mean, then again, like it comes into Toriyama's style, which is very simplistic, which is hard to say because it's an anime, but it's a very simplistic style. Yeah. But, again, that falls on the animation team.
That's why I think it should just stay dead.
I don't think it's the animator's fault. The way it's being directed.
Yeah.
It's just like, what happened? You know this is Dragon Ball Z, an established name. You should have a bigger staff for this.
I don't know how the movies look because I never even bothered with the movies.
The movies look so much better, and the angles you're complaining about, there's plenty of them in the movies.
I don't talk about the movies because I didn't watch them. I started
watching a little bit of the dub version for the Goku Black.
Oh,
because they got a dub.
Dub?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
yeah, I heard it. Though.
This looks a lot better. Surprise! It's a fucking movie because the animation will be better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not just a visual thing.
It's just like I prefer hearing the English dub. Even if it's a shit show, I'd rather watch a shit show that's in English because that's how I can see it. Otherwise than that, I can't. See it.
Like visually, it looks like ass, but like I can ignore that if it wasn't for like the really shitty like camera angles.
I would say watch the movies, and yeah, I think.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not even gonna give that a shot.
I'm just saying.
I know, but like I think there's a whole bunch of other
Movies
better
are-
stuff to watch than like Dragon Ball,
Boy.
like movies. And the two, how long are they, by the way?
Huh? The movies?
Yeah.
An hour and 30 minutes, dude. Or an hour.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get really
Yeah,
anything
come
on.
on. I would say watch it. I would say at the very least
You know-
watch the movies. Very least.
If someone like, let's say we were hanging out and someone like put the movie on, I would probably watch it. I wouldn't complain about
Nick,
it.
you mind if I put?
Nah,
the
fuck
movie
out
on?
of here. I'm not watching that trash.
Nick's go sit next.
But yeah, Haikyuu was really good. What else is there? Well, fuck Dragon Ball Super. That's already out of there.
Brian, you got your 15 seconds of fame right in.
Like, I tried too. That's the thing. I tried because I noticed I was being kind of tongue in cheek about
should've
it.
Watch the movies first. Fuck, you know that the anime has some fucking hiccups.
No, that's the same excuse of read the manga.
Well, yeah, you're better off reading the manga, to be honest. Same with the Berserk anime. Why the fuck would you watch this shit show when I can just watch?
I'm not telling people to watch it. Don't fucking
Nick.
watch.
You told Nick. You told Nick.
I'm telling Nick because I want him to suffer. You heard that, folks? No, I told Nick to watch it just because, yeah, I want him to look at it.
Watch shit, boy.
Yeah. And you gonna watch it. No, you're not, actually.
I don't know, but you best believe getting on this.
But I tell Nick to watch it for shits and giggles, not because I think it's good.
How is I have no? Why would that be funny? It's not dumb funny. It's just like you trying.
Because it's so bad.
Exactly. It's not funny. It's anything. It's hard to watch. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't watch
Some
Berserk.
dirty Sprite.
I'll watch it
I'll be fucked up.
I got a kick out of that shit. I look at it and I'm like, hot damn, you look like hot garbage.
Exactly. Ooh. Shit, crisp.
Wait, did you watch Drifters? Are you caught up with Drifters?
I
Because I caught up
really-
with Drifters in a day.
I'm reading the manga. I want to read a little bit of it.
Oh, you didn't watch anime?
I'm gonna watch it. But I'm gonna wait until I finish watching Evangelion. But
Woo!
I'm like on episode 15 already, and it's already taking a very different turn than what originally started. And I'm like, oh, this is actually going places now.
How long is the anime?
It's 26 episodes.
Mm.
It's standard,
Yeah, centered for like at the time.
but it's already going places. So I'm like, ooh, they're dropping stuff. I like it. But what can you say about Drifters? Is it from what you
First
watched?
episode was fucking like I don't care. Like it was like a 5.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. Is like this first episode, not so good.
And then I saw the second one, and because I had them all right there, I was like, I'm just gonna finish it. But I actually didn't mind it. The only complaint I have, which is still the biggest complaint since episode 1, yo, what the fuck is up with that comedy? Like, maybe it's on the manga.
I don't know about the comedy. No, I have the volume. I just remember I'm like, oh, I should read this.
It's not. I don't think it's a manga deal. I think it's an anime deal because the way they animated the fucking dumbass music that they put, it's so bad. Like from the first episode, they did this comedy skit.
Okay, I want to read.
Okay, you know how Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood kind of does that sometimes, where it's serious and then turns to like this very cheesy
That's the
stuff.
one thing I don't. We can
Think
talk
about that.
later, but-
10 times worse.
Oh really?
It's super. Like at least it was to me, and I didn't want to be that
fuck.
guy. So Bob Samurai, he has a YouTube channel. He made a video about the first episode, and I'm like,
Leave
look-
Bobby out of this.
No. He had nothing to do with it, but this is just the video I saw. So I was like, maybe it's just me. I'm gonna go in the comments. Hey, first of all, I never read the manga, and I never fucked with Hellsing because it's from the same guys. It's a little. To me, it's like their style, but like the whole big eyes and the everyone has crazy face style that they do.
I like his art. Yeah, but yeah, good amount.
Everyone has fucking crazy face. Everyone. Like every fucking character gets crazy face, where their eyes get a fucking blue color or red or something.
Has it, yeah.
So that's a little edgy, but like I don't mind it. But I was like, okay,
It's like the thing in Terraform Mars when they go like fucking berserk and their wires go completely white out. And
this is a little bit more intense.
I love that shit.
But
or they even do it in Dolly.
That's not a complaint though. I was just like that's a little silly, but like I actually got really used to it after episode 3. So I was like I don't have any experience with the show, so excuse me if this is just a me thing. But what is up with the comedy? Like it's so I never seen a show so bad at like it's kind of serious to like this really bad comedy, like visually, the song choice they used and the joke itself was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So someone was like, "Yeah, that's probably the worst part of the show." Someone else. This is a long time ago, so I don't have the messages.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone else was like, "Yeah, hopefully they fix it."
Yeah, hopefully.
And then when I watched the other episodes, hold up.
You can just no, actually no. Never mind. It's dying, Ghost Man. It's like 12%.
So I think they did it like they did it like 2 more times where they do this really weird comedy shit, which it's like the same this sort of funky guitar riff they do, and
that's in bad taste. Is it like Terraform Mars bad? I started watching that, by the way.
I didn't watch the second season.
It's terrible. Shit is
I didn't get up to there.
If it's like that, then that's gonna turn me off a bit.
Well, like,
I'm gonna watch it.
Like, honestly, not exaggerating. This is it was like the comedy shit they're trying to do is probably the worst I've ever seen.
Maybe they're trying to appeal to the larger audience, which that's stupid. I hate when people when they do something like that.
It's I don't know how to explain it, man. It's bad. At least to me, and like, there's a lot of people who also.
The fact that you said you compared it to the Full Metal Alchemist kind of comedy, which threw me off. I didn't like it, but it wasn't that much of an annoyance.
This is like 10 times worse.
That's worse. I mean,
it's way worse.
That speaks volumes.
It's way worse. But like, as a show, I'm like, I kind of like it now. Like, I don't mind it.
All right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it for sure.
Where I'm up to is like,
and then I'll start watching the episodes and see like,
where I'm up to is like, where they're kind of gathering all the drifters. Because there's that black mage dude or whatever, something. Where they attack that place and they burn it down.
They're gathering people from like different like timelines, I believe it is.
Yeah. Because they're the drifters and the enders.
Yeah.
And like the enders already killed like this castle shit that the drifters were in, so they had to go back. Wait, what are you up to? That's just...
I know stuff about it. I don't know the whole deal.
Wait, I thought you were reading the manga.
I'm gonna start it again. I found
the fuck?
I found the volume that I bought from like 3 years ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to read this.
Oh,
same thing with Blood Lad. I bought the volumes for that. I bought like 4 of those.
Like, I watched. Yeah, I saw the anime. It was alright.
The manga's different. I like the manga better.
But
visually, Blood Lad is good.
Yeah, Drifters was like, it was actually like, I'm glad it actually turned around, because it went from like a show that I was gonna drop to like, I'll continue watching it because it actually gets sort of interesting, and like, I know enough about the history and the characters. Yeah. Because, like, there was this thing that I saw in an episode. I'm like, why are they focusing on this painting so much? Because it's like a kind of like... I look at it and I'm like, let me go back. And I look and I'm like, oh, I didn't notice the fucking mustache.
Mm.
Huh. I think you know what I'm talking about now. Historical and the mustache. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like... Oh, so he was a drifter.
He was a drifter.
It's not really spoilers. It's just a little, like, they see a painting and they talk about it and they walk past it. It's basically like...
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything, though. It's not anything part of really...
It's just like a...
Yeah, he sees a giant thing. He's like, yo, like, what's up with this giant painting? And he's like, oh, this guy magically appeared and he made this whole thing. He's committed suicide for some reason. No one knows why. And, like, now they're doing their own thing. They're not Nazis.
They're kind of stupid.
But, like...
you ruined the surprise.
No, there's no Nazis in that time era.
No, but I mean... never mind.
They're like
I get it. Like, the whole separate organization thing.
Yeah. And, like, I didn't notice it because I'm like... They only show parts and, like, big-ass eyes. Yeah, and I'm like... Okay, I don't fucking get it. And I go back. Because the guy says, like... What's up with his weird mustache? Is he making fun of us? And, like, he walks away. And I'm like, let me go back. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, shit, that's fucking...
So-and-so, yeah.
That's fucking so-and-so. That's interesting. Like, they do a good amount of that shit where, like...
That's actually interesting. I gotta catch up then.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I like the characters. I thought one character was a fucking chick until the last episode I saw.
Oh, was it the guy? The person with the bow and arrow?
Yeah. She looks straight up like a girl. Yeah. She even has hips.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. A lot of people said that because I looked at the character.
I don't know how it looks in the manga, but in the anime,
they have figures, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Is that a girl? And they're like, no.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, me and my brothers, and they kept saying it, and I'm like, you're a fucking dude. What the fuck? Like, I'm like I kind of
interesting characters.
The thing that throws me off. All right, you have a pretty face and all that kind of stuff, and you always show kind of cleavage, but like it's the hips, it's how your proportion that makes me. You look really really feminine. Why? That actually throws me off a lot.
I don't know what the deal with that is.
Yeah, but it's actually like it's becoming a decent show. I'm actually gonna still watch it.
I know that the manga is a fairly dark show, and it's
I
not
heard
compared to
good
Berserk,
things about
but
it.
it's like it goes places, and they do like the way that it's like time collusion shit. They like that.
Yeah, they're doing they're doing that now where there's
Better
like
than the main
fucking
character, that's
planes
cool.
and dragons and shit.
That's
It's cool. But yeah, because I heard like it was like Chibi. He was talking about the manga and saying like, hey, this is like it's really good. This is before the anime was ever announced. Chibi reviews.
Bitch boy.
He's a nice kid.
Kid.
Oh, sorry, he's actually older than me. Yeah.
Bitch boy.
I talked to him and I watched him before he got super big, but then there was a time where I got out of anime and I stopped talking like in the comments regularly. But I think he got like this is when he was like a couple hundred subscribers.
We're talking about him. Okay, this is interesting.
No, this is not really interesting.
Go on.
He had a couple hundred subscribers, so like again, his community was very very small. But this was when like whole like daily episode reviews became a thing.
This is when he started doing like fairy tale reviews.
No, he was always doing that. He was doing One Piece. He was doing the big ones, but he wasn't like a big channel. It was only until
so why did he start blowing up? Cause like,
it was only until when that became really popular. The whole like
reviews
every episode the same day, like blogger style. That's when that became a thing, and he started picking up gradually. But like because this is my reason of why I think he got really big, and I'm not saying it like I'm actually happy that he got big. Is he always put out videos every fucking day. There wasn't a day he didn't put like at least 3 videos. He put in a lot of fucking work when he first started. He still does. But like, nah, he went insane. Like as far as he went like insane as far as like his growth. He went from like a couple hundred to like, oh hey, you're 1,000, super cool. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. He didn't make like a 7,000 or 8,000 because he got up to 10,000, and now he's like, I don't know how many 100,000s or I think it's like let me check it.
He's pretty high up there. He's like
he's now big. Like if
he's
you
not
he's not for never. But like if you fuck
yeah.
with anime reviews, I'm sure you heard of the guy. He's a nice guy. I could call him a kid because he resembles a kid to me.
He does look very young.
He has 142,000 subscribers. Yeah, he blew up from like, but like because I got out of anime for I want to say a good 2-3 years. I had no reason to go in his videos. Like 50,000 that I was like, hey GB, like I'm not sure, I doubt you remember me, but like I'm like kind of back into it. No, I wasn't trying to do it like to get like a friendship.
GB, let me suck your dick.
Shut the fuck up. I hadn't like, so he was like, yeah, of course I remember you. You were like one of the guys that was there like before, and like I wouldn't, unlike a lot of people, I wouldn't agree with him.
I'm surprised he remembers you. I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, and I was surprised too because I was like fucking 2 years ago. He's like, yeah, I remember your name, and like you were someone who was there like kind of in the beginning, and like me and him never there was a lot of shit he liked that I didn't. It was like during that time where everyone liked everything.
Yeah, it's generic shit. That's fine.
And I was like, yeah, this is kind of generic. But he was like the reason why I got into Berserk, why I get into a lot of shit, because he was like, yeah, this shit is good, and I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm gonna start reading Berserk, because he started reading Berserk, and then I started reading it.
That's weird. I got into it through like word of mouth through like, people I already knew, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and Bob was also like, yeah, Berserk is the thing, and I was like, oh, this Berserk seems kind of cool. I'll get into it, and like, I watched a good amount of shows, and the reason why I watched them a lot was because that was during the time where, right before I quit anime, I watched everything of the season except for like really really stupid moe shit, but like.
The good shit is what you mean.
Out of the 30 shit that would come out a season, I would watch 25 and gradually drop them. So I had to constantly watch his videos because I kind of enjoyed like the banter or like what he had to say, and also people, because I watched every fucking show and I got super tired of it because Akami got killed, Tokyo Ghoul, all those shows really made me like go like, yo, is this like the. Is this the thing now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so tired of this kind of shit, kind of. I'm gonna get out of it, and I got out of anime for like 2-3 years. But I'm back. But I'm definitely not doing... I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not going back and watching everything. I'm like super selective now.
That's stupid. No, I just watch what I want to watch. I ain't trying to review shit.
No, I wasn't even trying to review. It was just like at the time I didn't have I wasn't working and I wasn't going to school. I think I did work for like.
You did work. You were going
and work. But I had like time, so I was like, I'm gonna start watching all this shit. I like anime, and I completely got burned out in like a year, and I was like, yo, fuck anime. I'm not watching this trash.
That's why I always take a break from it. If I'm either watching something.
Yeah, and that's my fault. Like I remember, and I was like, that's my fault for like going so head on, and that's why I tell people now, like, don't do that. Like, be very selective on what you want, because like if you consume a lot of something, you're gonna end up hating it.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why like I'm selective when it comes to shows. Yeah,
now I'm super selective. So yeah. So because I don't really have anything else to watch, I was gonna watch Fooly Cooly again because it's one of those shows that
I watched it.
I saw it as a kid
10 times.
Yeah, I saw it not as a kid. Excuse me. I was like
I saw it
15, 16. It's not a kid, but like
young.
I didn't have a big concept of what anime was. Like, to me, anime was fucking Chinese cartoons. Like, no joke. I didn't know about Japan and they make this shit. I thought it was American because I only watched dub.
I've been knowing about anime for, like, I want to say since I was, like...
Even in high school, my freshman year, I didn't know, like, anime was a big thing until, like...
Really?
Yeah. I still was like, oh, I watched Soul Eater and shit like that. And, like... all that kind of shit.
I know you still watch Soul Eater and you were really into it.
Yeah, I like Soul Eater, like the aesthetic. I still like the aesthetic and like the actual drawings, especially like how they did the manga books.
Oh yeah, of course.
How in the back they would actually do like
because that
drawings.
Style of like drawing is fairly different to any other fucking manga. His style in particular is more Western than anything.
Yeah. I should read his new manga he has.
I hear really good things.
The Fire One Ambulance.
I hear those places.
Fire One. Sorry. No, and move your this. Nigga, I literally moved your book back.
I'll check once I'm re-listening to the podcast.
Right.
And if not, I'm adding a big ass fart.
So, like, at the time, I was never into shows that were, like, the sort of, kind of mind fuck. There's a little bit more than what you see. It was during the time where I liked fucking Naruto, and I still like Dragon Ball Z and Bleach.
You love Dragon Ball Z. You love Naruto.
I like the original Naruto, yeah. I thought that was really good. I thought where's Zabuza? I think that actually made me, like, cry. Nick, you know about the where's Zabuza?
I'm here for to say you guys are running out of time.
Oh, shit.
What time is it?
Late. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Late enough.
Oh, shit, it's close to 9. Fuck, we gotta wrap this shit up, boy.
But, yeah, I was Fooly Cooly. It was one of those shows that I was like, I didn't really understand much of it.
So
second season, baby, second season.
Get ready to like fuck up the whole thing.
I hope not.
But I was never like, I understand this, so I'm gonna say it's the best. I didn't understand really much of it, so I didn't really care about it. But now that I'm kind of like into it, like into the whole like broader sense of like what anime could be as far as like deeper meaning,
into, like romance anime or slice of life or psychological stuff, like really. But after like I watched 1 or 2 shows, I'm like, all right, kind of want to see more of this. I want to take a break from all this action stuff because that's all I would really consume.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, yeah, this stuff is good. It's like I'm getting like a better like what's the term for it? Tolerance. Like I started opening my horizons more, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta take a chill pill for all this fucking action shit.
Yeah, and I was like right now I was like I can go back to watching because like I might see shit that I didn't see, but then I was like,
I think it started when I watched I think it was a couple of romance, but it really started when I started watching Cowboy Bebop. I'm like, oh, I want to watch stuff.
Yeah, and now I'm rewatching Cowboy Bebop because like everyone says it's the best shit ever, and I grew up when Cowboy Bebop was like on television. Yeah, but I was never like one of those people that thought it was the best, so I'm not gonna pretend like it is. Like even though a lot of people say it's the best, and I'm sure it's good. I'm not gonna lie and be like, yeah.
I can see why it was brought over to the West and why the dub was so well received.
I'm watching it in dub. Fuck. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna watch it in sub.
Everything about it, I really, really like.
Yeah,
because I was off of like Because I'm like, oh, this seems like they're having their own little stories, which I didn't mind.
Yeah, it was episodic.
And I'm like, oh, stuff is happening later on, and you kind of learn about the characters as they go on.
Yeah,
like,
that's the one thing I like is the fact that
that
it doesn't start off like, hey, I'm Spike Spiegel,
so-and-so.
this is my story. No, you just throw you in it and like.
You kind of learn about
make sense of it,
and I really like that.
So like, I'm rewatching that now because I'm not one of those people that like, I grew up with what people consider the best of anime, but because I was a kid, I'm not gonna act like I knew what it was. So I'm going back and watching a lot of shit that I think is worth it. But I mean, I'm up to like episode 7 and it's pretty good. It's not the best.
For what?
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, Cowboy Bebop, yeah.
Like I'm up to episode 7 and I like it, but I don't. Right as of where I am right now, I don't think it's like the end all of be all. So far, I definitely like the world, and I don't remember it being this
expansive. Well, it's in space.
I don't remember it being this diverse, like how the people look and how everything looks. I don't remember it being like that, but I was a kid.
Yeah, I know. Like most of it is on Earth, but like it's like they usually go out in space or they're doing a lot of things in space.
Yeah, like it's a really cool like thing to see. That. Like now that I'm older and I'm kind of burnt out on a lot of the generic shit. Like watching this, I'm like, yeah, this is actually really good. But like as far as like what's happening in the world and like characters and all that kind of stuff right now is not the end all be all. I'm just like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, in the beginning it's just like it's kind of whatever. It's later on so they get.
I heard later on it's when like it really.
I don't want to hype it up because then you're just like, oh.
Yeah, I'm not letting that happen. I usually never let people hype me up, so I'm going in it with like one thing after that is it's from our Brotherhood.
Fuck.
Well, you guys can't talk about Keijo.
Not right now.
Can't talk about JoJo. There's only the voice acting shit you were talking about.
That's too long.
It's too long to topic.
Point is, if you're some asshole thinking you got a smooth, seductive voice or just a very pleasant voice. Me. Yeah, like Nick's ghost. And your fly's open, dude. What the hell?
Nick, cover this shit up!
I peep, boy. I peep.
I'm a ghost. You can't see that.
You're right. Shit. But yeah, if you're one of those people who like know you got a good voice,
don't call them an asshole.
They're assholes.
Wait, who are you talking about now?
Because there's those people who are like, I got something good going on for me. Let me try to voice act it out. Or people who think that they can sing, rap, or play some sort of instrument.
They're not assholes. They're just delusional people. There's a difference. An asshole would be like...
asshole in the sense of like, you're feeling yourself up a lot.
Well, I don't think IJJ Fish is an asshole, and I like him, even though he's shit. But he plays it.
Exactly. IJJ Fish is aware of all of it, and he's like, y'all getting all mad, but
I'm getting money. I'm getting bitches. Y'all niggas getting shit. Yeah.
It's like
y'all ain't shit.
Exactly. It's like when people start doing that, like.
Yeah, I knew IJJ Fish before he got big. I wasn't.
He was an OG. He knew the guy personally.
No, I didn't know personally. But like I heard of him when he was like before. Actually, fuck that. Take that back. He was sort of big, not as big as he is now. But it's like it was when Tosh.0 was like the original meme channel.
You're saying Tosh.0 is the original meme?
He might as well be. He was the original. What's that guy's name? Killer Keemstar. What's Killer Keemstar thing? How old?
Wait, how is he? He's a news outlet. How the fuck is he original to Tosh.0? Or how is Tosh.0 original to
Tosh.0 was, when I did watch it, was basically kind of like internet news thing. You would find clips and shit.
He was prime age of cringe, of like, yo, check this shit out. Or like, check out this weird snuff shit.
Tosh.0 paved the way for Leafy and Keemstar, so like, let's end the podcast. He paved the way.
I wonder if this show is still going on.
I think it is. I hear it's still, but I'm not gonna go back. I missed like 4 years of it. I'm not gonna go back. I missed
the dumb shit on that show. Because it would be like, oh, this shit's on. We'll watch it.
Yeah, that was original like shit that would make me laugh so fucking hard.
Because it was like not offensive humor, but it's just like stupid shit.
That's where I saw like the fucking superheroes doing that shit. That's where I saw that and I died. I think I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and I think no.
Was it your girlfriend?
I don't remember now. There's a lot of shit I used to watch. I used to watch a fucking it was on Toonami. I used to watch Dead Man Wonderland with my girlfriend.
You used to watch it with your girlfriend?
Yeah. That's when I used to like Dead Man Wonderland.
Wait, you didn't have your current girlfriend? Or
Yes. Yeah.
You were talking because you were talking about when we were in high school still.
Yeah. Wait. No, I know. When did My Wonderland come out? I know it was with my
You
girl.
were in high school. It was because
I remember
Tsunami, and you told me about it. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
I know I was going out with my girl because she even told me. Like we still reminisce.
How long have you been with her? God damn.
A long time.
Shout outs to Edgar's girlfriend.
Yeah, but like I remember we used to watch that show and like talk about it. That's when I liked it. I don't know. I like again. I didn't rewatch the show, but like just thinking about it, I'm like, there's a lot of shit that was wrong with that show, especially the ending.
Well, that's the ending.
It's an unfinished thing.
It's the ending. I think the manga's already finished.
Yeah.
Wrapping
Yeah,
it all up.
I saw the ending for the manga.
Y'all a bunch of fake ass niggas.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. Please come back. We need every single person. I'm actually gonna be releasing the episodes on YouTube real soon.
Get out of my house.
Okay, I'm out. Bye, guys. Oh fuck.
Just give me the feeling, push my motor every day. Gas full the throttle, push my engine all the way. Singing na 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 na. This love, I got my hurricane. This love, I got my hurricane. I got love, I got this love, I got my hurricane. Driving, twisting, turning sideways. I can't take this pressure no more.